Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect corporate filings so you don't have to. Today we're diving into OS Therapy's latest report. Will it be a breakthrough or a breakdown? Stick around to find out. This report is about OS Therapy's recent financial results, but it's more than just numbers. It's a snapshot of a company in the high-stakes world of cancer immunotherapy and how they're navigating the challenges and opportunities. Let's get started. If you find value in getting clear insights from corporate documents, make sure to subscribe. Also, our Discord community link is in the description below. Join us. First off, this is a Form 8K which companies use to announce major events. The date of the report is May 16th, 2025, which is also the date of the earliest event reported. So everything happened recently. Scroll item 2.02. Results of operations and financial capital condition. DAX scroll Kevste. The main event is the announcement of their financial results for the quarter that ended in March. This is where we'll see how they're doing. The company issued a press release about it and we'll take a look at some highlights. We can see that a copy of the press release is included as an exhibit, which means we can dig into the actual numbers. This is often more detailed than the summary at the start of a report. OS Therapies is described as a clinical stage cancer immunotherapy and ADC biotechnology company. Clinical stage means they're still testing their products in trials, not selling them widely. Cancer immunotherapy means they're trying to use the body's own immune system to fight cancer. ADC probably means antibody drug conjugate, which is a therapy that combines an antibody with a drug to target cancer cells more precisely. That's a lot of jargon, but it's important to understand the area where they are working. Unfortunately, this report doesn't include the press release with the company's financials, so there isn't much to talk about. That said, we can still talk about some of the things that we can infer from the report. As we can see, this is a fairly routine report. It's what a company files to say, hey, we released our quarterly results, but even in these filings, there are clues. It shows that the company is marked as an emerging growth company. This gives them some leeway in terms of how strictly they have to follow accounting rules because they are still new and small. It's a bit of a double-edged sword because they don't have to publish as much as other companies, but it also means they are not as established. Now, without the press release, it's tough to give you a solid financial rundown or a Warren Buffett-style analysis, but we can talk about the bigger picture for a company like OS Therapies. Companies in this space burn through a lot of cash. Developing drugs is expensive, so key things to watch would be how much money they have left and how quickly they're spending it. You want to know if they're likely to need to raise more money soon, because that can affect the stock price. Also, you want to see if they're making progress in their clinical trials. Are their drugs showing promise? Are they moving closer to getting approved? Now let's move into my take on OS Therapies. The fact that OS Therapies is in the clinical stage means that their future success heavily relies on their research and development. That means that any setbacks in clinical trials could significantly hurt the stock price, whereas any success could cause it to jump. It's high risk, high reward. They're in a competitive field, so their success will depend on having better or more effective therapies than their rivals. They also need enough money to keep going until they can get their products approved and start selling them. To sum it up, OS Therapies has potential but faces many challenges. It's a company that investors should watch closely, especially regarding its cash flow and clinical trial progress. Alright, that's our breakdown of OS Therapy's latest filing. What's your take on these developments and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out our Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.